is Jenny Lynn and this is my channel, and today I have something I really want to show you guys. It's very, very special, and I have had a really hard time keeping it a secret for as long as I have. So, without further ado, here it is! In today's episode, we're going to answer one question. Are you going to help? I don't think she's going to help. You want to help answer a question? Who in the heck is Ferris Mueller? And now I'm going to tell you the story of Ferris Mueller. So Ferris Mueller was one of those really sad cases, and it just really breaks my heart when this happens. But he was dumped off on a friend of mine. Her name is Joanna, and for some reason people just love dumping kittens off in the country at places where they see a barn and they just instantly assume that there's other cats or there's people that are just going to go ahead and take care of these discarded kittens, which is very terrible and very unfortunate. But he was found in a bag and he was extremely skinny, all full of fleas and different parasites and all of that horrible stuff. And Joanna was sweet enough to take this kitten in, and I believe it had one other sibling or two other siblings, I'm not entirely sure. But she took it in and she, started feeding them and, handling them and getting them so they were less afraid. And she gave them baths to get rid of the fleas, or at least get rid of the adult fleas. And, worked with them. And she posted a picture on Facebook of this little kitten. And I happened to see it, and I fell in love with him instantly. I asked my boyfriend what he thought, because we had been thinking about rescuing a second kitten. Katie here was a rescue cat, and we noticed that she kind of seems lonely sometimes. Like, we play with her, take her outside, but we thought, maybe she would do well if she had someone that she could play with. So we went ahead and picked up Ferris and brought him home, and he was still pretty skinny, and we were guessing he was approximately 6 weeks old. And when we first got him, he really didn't play. He just slept a lot. I think he was just so weak from being malnourished that he just kind of needed to get, well again, essentially. So I took very good care of him. I, hug him and kiss him and hold him every day. I make sure that he gets plenty of food. And over, a little bit of time, he started to perk up. He started to get energy again, and he started running and playing. And at first, she was a little skeptical. That's normal with cats. When you have two different cats, you have to be careful about how you introduce them. And there's a person where I get a lot of really good cat advice from, Jackson Galaxy. You can find him on YouTube, and I know he's got his own website, and he's on all the social media platforms, but he has a lot of really good advice on how to introduce cats. And I followed all of his recommendations to the T exactly. And both cats actually get along. They went through their introductory phase, and she plays with the kitten and the kitten plays back, and they run around and they have a great time. And then when she doesn't want to be bothered, she will find a place where she can get away from the kittens. So I made sure to create different places throughout the home where if she wants to have a break from a high energy kitten, she can have a break, take a nap, and she's not bothered. And as well for Ferris, I made sure he has places that he can hide out where she can't bother him, so they can have their individual time, and then when they want to play, they can come together and they can play. So far, Ferris has been a fantastic kitten. He is very loving. He is very playful, very adorable, and I am just so thrilled to have, a playmate for Katie. I am thrilled to be able to have had the opportunity to rescue another cat, because I'm very big on, rescuing animals. If it's a really awesome thing that you can do as a person. It's very rewarding too, to see them grow and become very wonderful pets. Right, Katie? Yeah, I saved you too. Yeah, you guys are both saved. But yes, and lastly, I'm gonna say it again. Please spay and neuter your pets. Please make sure that they get adequate care. Do not just take a kitten and throw it away. Don't just dump it on somebody else's life, because it's very hard, and it's just not cool to do. So please get your cat spayed and neutered, because cats will begin breeding very, very young. When I learned how young it is that they can actually start having kittens, I was staggered, because it's about 4 months old. They can actually start having more kittens. So please, please, please know that, and get your pet spayed or neutered as early as possible, so that way you can avoid adding to the kitten explosion that we often have in the spring and summer months here in Western New York. It's just, you know, a thing. So, you know, with that said, I will, you know, definitely keep you guys, you know, posted and updated on how Ferris is doing. I just scheduled today for him to go in and get his shots and get neutered and all of that stuff, because he is definitely at a good age, he's at a good health, and we're going to go ahead and do it. So I'm hoping in the next day or two, the vet still has to call me back, you know, to double, you know, check and confirm everything, but I'm hoping to get him in right away. So that is all that I have for this story of Ferris right now. So please keep on watching. And now I'm going to hit you with some amazing, cool facts about kittens. So when kittens are born, they weigh only about 3 to 4 ounces. So that is about the size of a lemon. And they are born blind and deaf, and they begin to start to see really clearly and hear at about 2 to 3 weeks old. And when kittens are born, they cannot regulate their body temperature on their own. So often you will see them all huddled together with their litter mates or with their mom. They love to snuggle, and they do spend most of their time sleeping. When they're not eating or snuggling, they are asleep. They need a lot of extra sleep, much more than an adult cat. And finally, kittens can fit anywhere that their head can fit. So if they can put and fit their face in like a hole or a crevice, then that means their whole entire body will actually fit there. So keep that in mind if you are ever kitten proofing your own home. You don't want those little guys getting into trouble. So there you go. I hope you learned something. Keep on watching. Time for one of my very favorite segments, and that is, what in the heck is Jenny eating? But this is a special one because I'm also going to be feeding Ferris. Come here. Ferris is getting a little bit of Fancy Feast. If he'll pay attention, he's a little bit scatterbrained. Come here, little one. Let's have something to eat. Try that. It's a Fancy Feast kitten. It's specialized for young cats. It's got a lot of really good extra things in it to help him grow big and strong. He loves it. And it is a salmon feast. And then after he is done with that, I am going to feed him some greenies. And this is actually a really good treat that you can get for cats or dogs. And this one is an oven roasted chicken flavor. And what greenies do is they help clean your cat's teeth. They help minimize the tartar buildup on their teeth, and they freshen their breath. And I feed both cats a little bit of wet food every day, and I also feed them a little bit of treats. I don't overdo it because you can get a really fat, obese cat if you overfeed. So I'm very careful about the amount that I actually give the cats. I do free feed dry food as well. And for me, I'm actually going to eat something that I have no idea what it is, but it's from my bag of candy from Japan, and it has a fish on it. So I thought if he's eating salmon, I can also eat something that actually might taste like fish. I honestly have no idea. So I'm gonna open this up. There is no help in English at all to give me any kind of indication on what this is going to be like. And I'm gonna smell it. Oh yeah, it's it smells like, it actually smells like cat food. So maybe I am also going to be eating cat food with my new kitten. He's pushing that can around. Ferris, is it good? He loves it. He loves it. All right, I'm just gonna pull. They're like these white strips. I think could be fish, I don't know. Ooh. Yeah, that's definitely fish. Ooh, that's weird. It kind of tastes like, kind of tastes like sardines a little bit, but it's about the consistency of a soft noodle. Ooh, wow, it's not terrible, but it's weird. Ugh, what in the heck? It's a little salty. It's definitely fish. I was expecting candy. This is not candy. Wow, whew. The flavor doesn't improve if you keep eating them, so. It's okay, like I don't mind fish. I will eat sardines, I will eat tuna, I will eat other fish. It's fine, but this is just, kind of, I don't even really know what to say about it. It's just a little weird. If you like kind of dry noodles that taste like fish, then definitely give this a try. It's a very happy fish. But yeah, I am going to give this a 2 out of 5 because it's just really not my thing. Ferris, you have pushed your treat all the way into the corner. Come here. Come here. Here you go. Do you want to try a greenie? He's like, I really like this fancy feast. That's my favorite. Here. Let's do a greenie. Here. Let's try a greenie. There you go. Very crunchy. Oh, what a good boy. He's not a picky eater. He will absolutely eat anything. Of course, cats are strict carnivores, so yes, I do like a protein-based diet. I don't try to force my cats to be vegetarian or anything weird like that, because that's just not healthy for them. But I did drop a little piece of corn yesterday and he ate it. He just, you know, he's a hungry little hippo. He'll eat anything. Please don't eat my finger. I'll hold your can for you. Good boy. You grow big and strong, okay? All right, guys, so there you go. I've been fed and the cat's been fed. It's a good day. Keep on watching. And now I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about this artwork. This is just a kind of quick little painting I did of Ferris, and it's watercolor and ink, and it's got a very stark background. I did add in a bit of yellow along the perimeter because when I painted him, I chose to use some very dark blues and some purples, and I added a little bit of, you know, different yellows and things in the highlights of his fur. Kind of was going for a little bit of a surrealistic sort of coloration in this one. And this artwork had a very important purpose, which you have seen, is that we were looking for an interesting way to announce the new kitten, to show you guys the new kitten. Kenny came up with this really brilliant idea, and he said, well, what if we actually made the kitten come out of a painting and like come to life? And I was like, wow, that sounds really cool. Can we do it? Sounds really hard. And he's like, no, it can totally be done. So I was like, oh, that would be really awesome. This painting, it's okay, I think. He just climbed into my lap. Hi, boy. I think as he grows and he gets to his full adult size, I would love to do another, you know, painting of him, much like I did of my cat, Katie Purry. I did a painting of her so she looked like she was a Renaissance painting. So I think I would definitely like to do a companion piece to that when he reaches his full adult size and make him look like a Renaissance painting. Hi, give me kisses. Oh, what a good boy. What a good boy. I should put the microphone really close to him so you can hear him purring. Let's see, we'll do a little cat ASMR. You're distracting me. Here. Purr for them. Aww. He just wants me to hold him. It's so sweet. Okay, you can sit in my lap. That's fine. And also the last thing I will say about this particular piece of work is he is a black cat, and oftentimes instead of using just, you know, honest true black when I do my artwork, I will actually choose to use colors that are very dark, but they are not true blacks, because I feel like if you use a true black, it's just so black, it kind of just loses a depth. It can look super flat. And so oftentimes when I am shading things, or I am, you know, painting an animal that has black fur or someone who has black hair, I will actually use a navy blue that's very common for me to use. Instead of a true black, I will use a navy blue. It looks almost black, but it catches light in a different way. And I'm excited when he grows, and I will make really super fancy painting of him. All right, guys, so thanks for hanging out with us. I hope that you appreciate kittens as much as I do. This was a really fun episode to do. And if you would now, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And Ferris says, hit the notification bell. Oh, thank you. All right, buddy. What do you say? What's next? You want to go play? Or you want cuddle? Is it time for cuddles? We're gonna go cuddle. So, thanks again, guys. Take care. Bye.